All right, my friend Deb Ward gave me 2 Better Homes and Gardens, and I did the Easter one, but this is the March 22nd Better Homes and Gardens. And I have high hopes that there's going to be a cake, because a cake makes excellent hats. So we're going to see what we can find. I love this little bee. I've used him before. So we are going to try to find the head first. Oh, look at that big old fat cat. Oh, look at these guys. I'm taking those out as friends to have on the side. Okay, she has a face, but I'm always worried about, it's not a very, like it's very covered up. We have some arms if need be. I used this girl the last time. So if we have to, we can use her again and put her on like another page. That's hilarious. Just keep using her eyeballs. But I have a good feeling we're going to have some more people. I get nervous about finding heads for here. Oh, how fun is that? 2 people in a boat. Oh, I hope I can find 2 heads. There's a whole oh my gosh, there's so much in this one. There's a good tummy. So we always worry we're not going to be able to find stuff in a home magazine to do magazine collage. But this one is brimming with stuff. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh, yummy. Okay, there's a kid face. I don't love using kid faces. In a pinch I will, but I don't like it. Oh, there's some good arms. Hold on, you can't see him. There's a whole little family. But he has good arms. If we need. Oh, wheelchair accessible house for a little girl. I love that. How awesome is that? Okay, here we go. Okay, there's some more. Oh, the queen. The queen. Okay, there's some more arms. There's some boxing gloves. Ooh, some giant eyeballs. Those are some big old eyeballs. I don't know that they're perfect for this one. Okay, so let's use that girl with the hair in her eyes. We only have one big head. Which is kind of what happens in these magazines. So, we'll use her head. We'll find that girl with the funny glasses. You know what? Maybe I use her head, right? Cut out the glasses this time. And I put something inside the glasses. Let's see if we can find something to put inside the glasses. That could be fun. I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. That kitties too. Did we see doggies? I'm looking for something we could put inside her glasses. That would be fun. There's another kitty. With lots of kitties. I just kind of think this is fun. I'm going to try to use this. And this is a good body. I might keep this boat out for my for a different project. I just think that boat's super fun. But I need 2 heads for that. So here's a good body. We're going to use this. We got some fun side pieces, but we really need to find a border. We haven't had a border moment yet. There's a doggo. What did we get for, I thought we got something cute for the sides. Those guys, little animals. So I got little things for the border. I could paint those, but like take all the tops off, but that seems like a lot. I could use a hat for her now. Uh-oh, Wally must be getting dinner. Johnny's getting our dinner ready. We're almost to dinner. I'm sure I'm going to be getting the dinner bell here in a second. Which, yay. Okay, we could use something for the border. We could use something for the hat. These aren't very fun colors. No offense. All right, there's a little bit of blue. Huh. Well, that's going to be rough if that's all we have for borders. That's a good border. Okay. Ooh, we're getting near the end. That's going to have to be part of it. Let's grab those guys. Sheesh. Growling like my child does. Okay, we're going to have to use the sandwich for some borders. Let's try the bee for some borders. This is going to be higgledy-piggledy because there's nothing exciting there. I could use a hat for our gal. Did you see a hat that I just wasn't noticing? There's a collage cat. Okay, let's keep looking. Ooh, I feel like this one is rough. I can always use a cake for a hat, but I would have to do a lot to make that cake a hat. But if I have to, I will. Okay, going through this stuff, I think that cake is, I'm going to have to figure out how to cut that cake into a hat. The queen. Okay. All right. That is it. So we are going to make this cake into a hat. So let's go back through what we have. We have a hat. We have some border. We have some border. We have some cool, like, graphics, more cool graphics, more cool graphics. This is going to be her body. This is going to be her face. I don't know if I found something to go in there. Ho, 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 ho. I don't feel like I found something to go in her eyeball space. So I may have to put her face on this lady's head. I may have to cut this out to be like the hair or something. I feel like this one is really, really light on stuff. So I'm going to cut this out and I will be back. Okie dokie. We are going to work on the Better Homes and Gardens magazine collage. And we're going to do this one on a piece of mixed media paper. Let's see. I think this has to be Caslon. It is Canson. Okay. It is Sunday morning. I have been cleaning like a maniac. We have to get new homeowners insurance. And now I can have a little fun. Oh, this one. This one's a little scary. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is I wanted to leave this like this because we're going to use this for border. And we're going to use this sandwich with all its wonderful texture as part of the border. I don't know if I'm going to use those, so I'm going to keep those. And then we're going to use this bowl of O's. You could call them Cheery O's. Get it? Getting it? Okay. For our border. So just some fun texture there, right? Let's go down to there. Boop. We're going to come across. Come across. Then we got some border stuff. This, again, can go over there. All right, cut off a little B for there. Okay, here we go. And we can cut that down a little bit more if we want. Okay, we have this lady's head, these giant eyes, and I am using this lady's glasses on somebody else, so I don't want to make the same magazine collage twice, unless I'm doing it specifically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with my snips, and if you don't have Tim Holtz snips yet, and you're trying to do magazine collage with big old things, if you do, like I have other kinds of snips, so if you have these little ones or little ones you use to cut your thread, you could use those too. I just love the snips the best because they're serrated, and so I can make super fine, and they're made for paper crafting. They're not made for sewing, but if all you have are sewing snips, that's fine too. Save your money, buy some more magazines. But they're $15, and I feel like I have to tell you because I use them all the freaking time. Okay, so I'm cutting out around the inside of these glasses, and we're going to put those gimungo eyes in there. How freaky is that? I know, and I hardly ever cut in front of you because I shake. And I shake because I spend all my time cutting and I work on the computer when I'm not cutting. So my wrists are not the strongest part of my bod. Stupid wrists. But I never want anybody to worry that it's something more serious than that. I could probably do wrist exercises. I don't know. I could wear wrist things. I could spend less time collaging and working on the computer. Neither one of those are going to happen. So let's just get these eyeballs out. So insurance here in Florida is a pain in the ass. We have USAA for everything else, but they won't insure anybody in Florida because we're very close to sea level. Now, Johnny and I's house is 20 feet above sea level, but lots of people are on sea level, and that makes it expensive to insure people on the coast. And then we get hurricanes from time to time, which makes it expensive to insure even people in the middle of the state. So functionally, insuring people in Florida, you have lots of big payouts. So we have our own like insurance company that they had to make. It's called Citizens, because people couldn't get insurance for their house. And of course, you have to have insurance on your house. It's a rule. It's not even a guide. Okay, so we can cut off this whole side. And we can cut off this whole side. Now, I'm not turning them around or anything. They're already freaky enough. But we're going to make them look pretty in there. I don't want them to look weird. I want them to look pretty. Okay, so we're going to... Should we do this? Usually I would glue around the eyeglasses, but we've got some really weird stuff going on here. Okay, we're gonna glue up in here. Okay. We're gonna glue up in here. And then we are gonna glue around the eyeglasses. And we do have a minute or so where we can kind of position things if need be. So let's get her beautiful giant eye in there. And let's get her other beautiful giant eye in here. Okay, there we go. Beautiful giant eyes. Okay, whew, that was exciting. I knew that was going to be a rough part of this one. Okay, so now we have, okay, so the way that I like to do paper dolls is instead of trying to cut her neck to the right size of this body, we are going to cut the neck out of this body. We are going to place her, and I call this making a paper doll. So I like making paper dolls. We're going to put her right there, and we're going to come back in a wee minute and figure out, oh, lots of glue. Figure out what we want her neck to look like. What else do, oh, we have her hat. This is an exciting one. I have lots of stuff to do with you. Okay, so now we want to put a cake hat on her head. First off, I feel like this cake layer is the coolest layer. So I am going to take this and cut it off, and we're probably going to put it back on. Okay? I don't like that layer of, like, I like this cake layer better than the other cake layers, right? Okay. Now, that having been said, I will probably put stripes along this cake layer. Now, we have to, we're going to make this a top, like a bowler hat. No, a bowler hat has a round top. This is going to be like those hats that they wear at 4th of July, right? So it's going to have stripes. It's going to be cute. You're going to love it. So first thing we need to do is we need to round off this part. Now, I was thinking about this the other day. If you want to make it perfect, you could do this. So we want it to be about this wide. So look at this. If we do that and we bring this over, I was always just trying to cut it the right way, but we can fold it over like this right? How brilliant is this? Actually, this isn't my brilliance. This is Heidi Swap said to make tags, you can do this. To make both of your 45-degree tags, you can do that. But then I thought, why can't I do it for my hats? All right, it's not perfect, but it's a lot closer than if I was just randomly cutting this. Boy, the vacuum cleaner appears to be having a hard time today. All right, let's go back here, and we want to try to clean up as much of this excess as we can. We don't want extra stuff sticking out, or that's going to wind up being a bother later. All right, let's do this. And we're just going to cut the back off of here. Otherwise, we could wind up with a poop ton of stuff behind there. Okay, let's keep working on our hat. Do I want to put this back on for a... I kind of like it. What do you think? I think so. Okay, so we're going to put this back on for like the top row of the hat. I'm going to paint this real cute. You're going to like it. Don't fret. Okay. All right, now we're just going to turn this over. And you shouldn't cut right away because then you're cutting paint with your good snips, but I do it. Okay. So now we have a cute hat for her with her giant eyes. Okay. Now, do we have any? Oh, I have a whole bunch of fun friends. Okay, so we're going to start, the first thing we're going to start to do is, ooh, and I have this really weird thing too. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to start doing the border so we can see if we need to paint the back. I'm sure we might have to do a tiny bit on the back, but I can't imagine we're going to have to do a lot. We should have a lot of what we're calling border. Okay. All right, and there's the bee. Okay, let's get her out of here for this minute. Let's get that little thing out of here. Oh, the bee can be up here. I like the bee. I've used him before. Okay, let's go around with this really pretty colorful border first and see what happens with that, because I don't think we have enough to go all the way around. And I don't stick my stuff down very good. I'm not, these are just playthings. If I was going to make I think I'm going to make some real, when I say real, I might actually frame them and put them up, but real mixed media collage things. These are just fun, something to keep me amused on Sunday and keep me out of my family's hair, because if I don't, then I wander around going, will you watch Tim Holtz with me? And everybody says no. And then I'm sad. I feel like if they watched him, they would be horrifically bored. Can't even lie. They don't like Tim Holtz. They don't want to know how texture paste works. I care. All right, let's have this lady eating the apple going this way, and then it doesn't look quite so much like a lady. Oh, salad. This must have been a healthy eating one. I'm just trying to keep these moving all around so that we have like a nice mix. Did I just not push that? I think I just didn't push that down. Oh, this is going to be freaky. All right, let's put this by the B, and then we're going to have a little bit. I will probably fill that in with Posca paint. I don't tend to fret too much about a little gap. But I feel like we have a question mark here. Should I paint in those, or should I use these side pieces? All right, do I have enough Cheerios to do the sides? I do. Let's do the Cheerios on the sides, because I can always paint in down here. Sure, her legs and crap is going to be over here. So I can paint this all happy like the rest of it. And then I'm thinking maybe we could make this a whole glue book page and put the, where's the Cheerios? Where'd they go? I literally had them. Oh, they're sitting up. Why didn't you tell me? Oh, that's a lot bigger. We are going to steal a little bit of that Cheerio. We're going to see if there's a little bit more of it that we didn't get. That's why I don't throw stuff away till the end, but then I do throw it away because I don't need a whole craft room full of scraps. Okay, whew, that's very exciting. Nope, there's not enough to cut off there and make this the border. And then we're going to have to decide, do we want to do the sandwich? Okay. Ooh, there's a teeny bit. Oh, look at that. Just the right amount of Cheerios. I think you can see this. I will show you. See? Pop that right in there. Whoa. Okay, so now we have the sandwich, and we have a ton of this other stuff. We could make the squiggly sandwich a glue. We're going to do that. Okay. So we're going to do this and this. We're going to see where her head is. So we're going to put the squiggles over here and over there. And if you leave your glue lying down, and it's almost time to get a new Nuvo out of the drawer, the whole glue drawer, but if you leave it lying down like that, it takes less time for it to work its way back down. I just forget. I try to remember to leave it laying down when I'm gluing. If I'm just gluing one little thing, I don't do that, but if I'm on a glue day, I do that. Sandwich. Ooh, we can cover up a little bit more of that Cheerios spot. Okay, oh, there's some more. I've used those to make a border. They're fun. But I want the texture of the sandwich that I'm probably going to paint along. This guy. And another reason I'm doing these on blank papers rather than in a collage book is I'm thinking I may either take pictures of them and give them to you guys as digital files, or take pictures of them and then send them to you. I've done that for a couple of the gals. But I don't know how much interest there is in having me send you one of these. So in the comments, if you would be interested in having one of these sent to you, just let me know. Okay? Okay. All right. So not necessarily one of these. I think probably, but in the future, if there's ones that I don't do in my art journals, and I send out, I will let everybody know, and then we can figure something out so it's fair. Okay, here we go. And then I can cut her neck perfectly, see? I used to spend so much time trying to get their necks to fit into their shirts, or should we give her a fun little bob? We're going to give her a fun little bob right there. Boop. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so we're going to give her a little bit below her chin, fun little bob. Because you always got to try to figure out how to get their hair to work with you. I feel like she's already freaky enough that I don't need to have her have weird hair. Right? Right. Okay, there we go. Okay. We have her cool hat. And I feel like if this is going to be a rakish hat, we can go a little over that glasses maybe. It's a very busy one. Okay. This is a very busy one. We're going to have to see what we can do with the doodling to calm it down just a little bit. Okay, so she's got her cake hat. She's looking sharp. All right, now we're going to glue her down. Now, it would be nice to have more of her. We could take another layer off the cake hat, right? If you were really interested in seeing her feet. This is artist choice, right? Like, so you could see her feet if you wanted a shorter hat. I feel like the hat is one of the features, and her having feet is not like a defining part of my collage. Now for you, you may be a feet gal, right? You may have a foot fetish. Get it? No? Okay, so you may have a foot fetish and like to do big old platforms or something like that. But today is not that day for me. Okay, so now what else do we have? We have a giant eyeball. I feel like this takes away from her, which is the feature. I feel like, okay, let's put some of this other stuff around because, like I said, this is pretty darn busy. We could put this on a corner. We have our bee up there. We have kind of a lemon over here. We have a fork. Okay, I want the fork to come up here for sure. That one I know. So one of the things I can do to calm this background down, and I'll tell you about it because I'm going to do it when you're not here. I can't doodle with you all the time. I spend hours sitting there looking and doodling and looking and it's like the most boring thing you've ever seen. Okay. We are going to put this little guy. Let's see. Oh, he's like by a fork tree. I like it. So we are going to have to calm this down, right? Like there's way too much going on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick some colors. Like I love this pink color in this guy. And I happen to have a Posca pen that's that pink color. So I may take and do all the O's in that pink color, right? So then I'm bringing his pink color over here and around. This has some stripes that are kind of that pink color. We could start to use that pink color all around And that's going to turn down the volume of this picture. I'm just trying to help make a little border thing going on. Then we're going to put our lemon over here. Black is obviously going to be something I'm going to do. Because I did, I figured out a while ago, this was a real big thing for me. I figured out a while ago that I like black and white doodling on colors, or I like a color on black and white, but I do not like color on color doodling. Let me say that again. I don't like to doodle pink on blue. I only like to doodle black and white on a color, okay? Or I could have a colored background and like to doodle black and white. I don't, they're mutually exclusive. So, that was important for me to know because I was making doodles and I wasn't liking them because they had colors on colors, and I like not colors on colors. Okay, shoosh, this was a big one. Okay, can I get in here? Oh yeah, woo. We can glue down her chin, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now that looks like right this second there's a little moisture, but what happens with Nuvo glue is when it dries, it'll dry flat. It will dry flat. No worries. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. All right. We're giving her an amputation. We're going to stick her foot down again. I don't know why I'm fighting with this foot so much. All right. Get yourself pulled together down there. Okay. So this is what I am going to do. I'm going to doodle. I'm going to do her eyes first. That's how I'm going to pick what's going to kind of go on. I'm going to do her hat next because that's the next most important thing. I'm going to outline her, and then I'm going to start. See how this is made like a natural border? Boop, 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 boop. I'm going to really focus on the border. So then I'm going to have like the border and her, and then I need to make everything else really congruent. Otherwise, it's going to be so busy that you can't even see her. So on this one, this glue book page, it's more about what can I take away than what can I add, and I'm saving my giant eyeball for another time. All right, I'm going to work on this, and I will be back. Okie doke, so we got our Better Homes and Gardens, and this one is half hit, half miss for me. I tried, because her big eyes had the irises or the pupils in the middle, I put them back. I think that I did an okay job with that, but I like when either they come from the top or the bottom, but I haven't done that in a really long time, so I'm glad I did it again to remember I don't like it. I think her hat turned out super cute. I like how that came out. I really like how her brown hair came out. I did a ton of alcohol ink on there, and that's the prettiest hair I've done in a while. I love how the circles came out. I did circles over the Cheerios and continued that on. I did squiggles because there are already squiggles there with the sandwich. And while I wouldn't necessarily always do squiggles, I think it could be fun to have more flowers in there. Her lips are okay. I saw where somebody had done like a mustache shape and then a circle underneath it for lips. I do think it looks better than her squishy lips she had. I'm half and half with that. I think her sweater turned out cute. I think her pants turned out cute. I did a really dark black outline on it because I was really bad at getting to the edge this time. I kind of like that. I wouldn't do it all the time. I outlined her with Pitt brush pen. I did all the coloring. So all of the shading is in Pitt brush pen. The rest of it's in Posca pen, paint pens. So this is not one of my all-time favorites. It's fine. It was just a fun little afternoon of messing around. That's the thing with my magazine collage. I don't know if it's with yours, but for me, it's to have fun doing art and not every time to try to make a work of art, right? I just think that each time I get a little bit better at something. I get better at shading. I get better at, doing amorphous shapes, as it were. I like the circles in here, so I may carry those onto something else. So a lot of times it isn't necessarily what happened on this one. And this is probably one, if anybody likes it, let me know. I'll probably send it to you. It's cute. It's just not necessarily my style. So hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobson, Artsy Fartsy Life.